flower, so called because of its high sugar content. As a food, it's not the healthiest option, but feasting my eyes on it works wonders for my mood. So, I cannot permit you to trample these flowers! Born of ice and frost. Please don't touch my horns.
Oh, careful. Don't sleep by monsters.
Huh? So I was asleep? It was just a dream. All hail! Blaze over!
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
Huh? You're...
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Jueyun Karst. She's the general's...
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Jueyun Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of... Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the...
Speaking of Jueyun Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Of course! We've been there lots of times!
That's good news. Could you go to Jueyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload. We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode. You might as well start looking for her there.
It's about time she came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel Outside? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there. Huh? The person standing over there! That's Ganyu! We finally found her! Ganyu! Here you are!
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private? I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yuehai Pavilion regarding matters concerning the
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But they're all waiting for you.
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Qixing game, I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your work. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Jueyun Karst. Looking at the...
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti really...
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle... yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it!
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her.
Wow!
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
One's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive!
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, one cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst one will tell you more about her, if you should permit it. Most benevolent among all Adepti. She will find her predicament hard to conquer.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong. Anyways, what's that training Ganyu is talking about?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, one has organized training for her to...
She should be in the southern part of Mount Aotsong right now, prepare...
Huh, is that so? Let's go take a look then!
Why did you come here? Considering the kindness you have shown me, I can let you stay for the Adeptus training.
Yay!
This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior. If you're ready, we shall begin the training.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with. Ganyu's a really awesome shooter!
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised. We've completed the task. What do you think? Hardships are a fact of life, both for the Adepti and humans alike.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by Cloud Retainer is only the—
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only Adeptus who can unlock my true potential is
Who is it?
Conqueror of Demons.
Huh. So it's Xiao. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared?
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important— He's already waiting for me. Come along if you're interested.
Of course we are. Let's go.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer. I
don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training. That's all.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm ready.
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
The transport coordinators will probably moan about the muddy mountain roads again, though. Access denied. No touching. All hail! I can fix this! Access denied. No touching.
Eyes on me!
ice and frost. Next on the agenda... Access denied. Blaze over. Born of ice and frost. Access denied. Ba-boom! Breath of the flame. Cut to the chase. This is long overdue. Access denied. Born of ice and frost.
Hey, it's just a little lightning. No need to fear it on the open ocean, so there's even less...
Power that ended high shot!
Access denied.
Nowhere to hide. Go, Barbara, go!
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
Have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao can't deal with?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti! Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an Adeptus in—
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. Doesn't matter. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for the blessings of the Adepti?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that it would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of—
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless. I'm leaving.
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
It's not his behavior. The things he said, he was right. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an Adeptus again. But being questioned by him made me realize that But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus,
It's true! Just believe us!
All right. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That, if I'm proven right, I'll return to Jueyun Karst once again.
It's a step in the right direction. Let's go!
No need for it now, though.
We're finally back!
I'm still—
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there! You don't want to turn back now, do you?
I suppose you have a point. It would be quite impolite of me to leave the two of you now.
That's right! Where do you want to go first, then?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. The first thing that let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
The sound of the waves in this familiar port. The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh. That's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk. It put me in a certain mood. Similar to the one I felt during my training in Juyun Karst, in fact.
Why, isn't it, little mi- I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here. You were always so terribly busy.
This old man called her Little Miss Ganyu.
Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? This grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as Ningguang?
hush now. I must ask for your discretion. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old man.
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
Oh, little Miss Ganyu. Your kind words make me feel that my decades of hard work have...
Uncle Tien, a person of your standing should really stop calling me Little Miss Ganyu.
Oh, my apologies. It's not intentional, just a childhood habit of mine. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the Qixing.
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades now, huh?
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing secretary. It's nothing worthy of your
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know if I should bring it up.
Yes, she works at Yuehai Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I...
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up now and doesn't like to ask for my help. May I trouble you to meet her at Yuehai Pavilion? She just...
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's...
She's back in character, just like that, huh? Let's move then.
Miss Ganyu. I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense of peace in these chaotic times.
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I'm flattered, but aren't you I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, didn't he? Abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but also a great mentor.
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of 2 stores, Second Life. Without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way, then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life...
In that case... I know what you mean, Ms. Ganyu. Ms. Ganyu plans to let them expose each other.
Exactly. Let's start with what...
Yes, you're right.
What if Master finds out?
Inadmissible evidence!
Aha! We meet again, traveler. And you must be from the Yuhai Pavilion? I suppose you're about to place a big order.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit isn't... Should we need to place such an order?
What? Second Life? Ugh. That rascal Dongshan. He's stealing all of my customers.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records, their business is thriving.
Tax records?
Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share with us, Mr. Bolai?
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll find some...
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction makes my blood boil. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax...
Oh, of course. Line by line. Ah, here, I found it. That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from... Look at the tax.
I see.
I told you so.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all...
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier fund...
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from...
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be near Chingsaville. Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Balai.
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be
I'm afraid I can't go to Chinksa Village.
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish your work.
Oh, that's so considerate of you. Still, I'm sorry.
Ah, welcome. How can an old carpenter like me... I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't take too many at once. But I'm always around if you're keen for it.
Chingsha really is full of lonely old people.
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
Paimon's sorry.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and...
Don't worry, I know. You're from the U... Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me? Well, whatever. You said that you want to ask me something.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year.
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a...
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice?
Of course you can. But I'm...
What's that supposed to mean?
I only do my As for old documents and such, I keep them all. But some troublemakers have recently moved there. Since you need that invoice anyway, it may be best to...
So that's what happened. I see.
I'll leave you to it then.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice. Time for a...
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers. Ah, over there.
Oh, Paimon sees them too! It's one of the Fatui!
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in Liyue has reached rock bottom. We won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui within our borders. Besides, I can already feel their malicious intentions. Consider it my intuition as the secretary of the Qixing.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson.
Frozen. Crisp.
Yeah.
You'll get frostbite.
Yeah. Cut to the chase.
Freshness preserved.
Back off!
Flash frost. You're not going anywhere. Frozen is set. It's time for a flash freeze. Shield to the bone.
Back off! Eyes on me!
Incinerate!
Not going anywhere.
Boom! Motion to compel!
You're not going anywhere.
Breath of the flame! Incinerate! Boom!
Flash free. Shield to the bone.
Nowhere to hide. Ready, steady, go! Let's dance!
Back off!
You're not going anywhere!
Motion to compel! Incinerate!
To ashes!
Oh, you scoundrel!
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your plan. No?
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against Liyue, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth. There's no scheme.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly appear on the
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well, I was
about to...
pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this area. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Jinxa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people. What could I be scheming anyway?
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like he feels like...
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came here to pick berries. That's all.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I also feel... I misjudged the situation and offended you. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it's...
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us, Fatui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this problem with force when...
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me like...
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time away from work. My intuition is not as accurate.
No worries. It's always nice to teach the Fatui a lesson.
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's warehouse. Our goal is to get the invoice, after all.
Troublemakers were nothing more than a few hair churls. Let's show them what we got.
Incinerate! Cut to the chase! ya. Eyes on me!
Motion to compel. Ja. Sya. Ha. Ja. 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 Incinerate. Ja. Ja.
With sword comes shadow.
Ha. Boom boom.
Ha! Huh! Back off!
Ja. Incinerate. Ha. Wrap up the flame.
Ha! Back off! Huh? Back off! Power that ended Python!
Boom boom. Ja. Ha. Ja. 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 Motion to compel. Ha. Ha. Ja.
Back off!
Boom boom. Let the show begin.
Cut to the chase!
Motion to yikes!
Back off! Eyes on me!
Time for your arraignment! Boom boom! Ja! Ja! Ha! Ha! Sya! Incinerate! Ha! Let's dance!
Back off! Huh?
of light! With sword comes shadow. Let the show begin.
Not bad. Back off!
Ha! Boom boom!
To ashes!
Incinerate! Inadmissible evidence! Cut to the chase! All clear! Quick, let's look around for the invoice. This one is an invoice from One Min Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. That's not it. This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too. This one is Second Lives! We finally found it! Let's bring this invoice back to Hoishin!
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
Ah, Ms. Ganyu, you're back. I hope it wasn't too much trouble rushing about.
I promise to help you and I'll keep my word. Nothing to worry. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between...
Thank you so much.
Agreed. How about we go to Second Life?
Welcome to Second Life.
Isn't it Huixing from the Yuehai Pavilion? I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. My tax declarations are scrupulous as well. I do hope that my business...
Groundless, but I since...
No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with...
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr.
What? Proven guilty?
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must be crumbling under Ganyu's pressure. Time for the finishing blow!
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell me what this is?
It's an invoice from Fanmu Carpet. I'm Master Lu.
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction was absent from the tax record.
I didn't think you'd find out. I didn't...
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's aid.
Balai? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? He's got his own share of dirty laundry.
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng, I'd like to hear a little more about this dirty laundry. I don't think you'll need my guidance for what comes next.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ganyu.
That's good.
I must say, you're truly impressive, Ms. Ganyu. Your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it.
It's actually one of your father.
My father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them drag each other down from an advantageous... That's how Uncle Tien managed to keep his position in the Qixing secure for so many... I figured that as Uncle Tien's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your father... So, I decided to use one of your father's tricks and play it out for you to see.
I can see it now. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu.
Ganyu solved both Huixin's work and family...
Oh, you've helped me so much. You must...
That's not necessary. No need to be so serious.
Then let me treat you to a meal. The trap...
All right, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Oh, come on. It's just a meal.
If it's just a meal, there's no reason for me...
Actually, I've already booked Senor Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare... Miss Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation.
Sure.
That's so kind of you, Huixin. You went...
Truth be told, apart from
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with, just tell me straight away.
Oh, no, I don't really need help. Could you just listen for a bit?
With pleasure.
When I was a little girl, even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I've only decided to join the Yuhai Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to...
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the I can't compare myself to such an outstanding...
I disagree.
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Huh? So Uncle Tien is a grandpa!
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my... At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, but after all that happened this time, I've made up my mind to support her choice.
So, what made you change?
The fact that you'll help her. It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask.
Huixin, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick.
Witness. It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history, but I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my... Huixin, you don't know how important those words are to me. You've made me realize that I share another... They rely on me.
Oh, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right.
Hooray! Ganyu's finally cheered up!
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for my place. I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep... Regardless, I'll go back and see for myself. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving already? Paimon's still hungry.
Elisha, are you okay? Did you fall asleep? Look! Look who's back!
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for me after all.
Not at all. We've been working for too long. If we didn't take a break...
We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've missed you.
That's so kind of you all, given we've only met once.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and take over your duties again.
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down to the human world to say...
Forget all our envious complaints from before. Just free us from this strenuous work, please.
All right, I see. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. I'll take care of the rest.
Of course. We'll do it right away.
Oh, finally.
Yes. There's one more thing. I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship... To think that I'd gained a human friend outside... I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand.
Sure, but are you ever done with work, Ganyu?
Let's cross that bridge.